What can you tell us about mushroom beings, about mushrooms themselves? Are they sentient? Anything of that nature? That was one of the questions that came in. And what I can say, I mean, there's a ton of things I could say about mushrooms in general. The the whole idea of mushrooms being sentient and conscious is very true. It is a consciousness. Everything is energy, everything has consciousness. Mushrooms are very conscious, they are very intelligent, they are a unified network of different organisms. You know, the soil that we have around us is filled with mycelium. Mycelium are the what people think of it as a mushroom. So the mushroom is a fruiting body of fungi. Fungi are the actual entities, the actual beings producing the fruiting body. If you think of a tree exists and an apple exists. The apple is like the mushroom for the tree. So when people think of mushrooms, they're only seeing, they see a mushroom, they're only seeing actually, you know, a minor percentage of what exists, where that being, what that being is, what it exists as. So the entire world, the ground, everything is covered in mycelium, covered in fungi that help grow plants, create nutrients. They've been scientifically studied and found to barter with trees, barter nutrients. They've been found to hunt, to trap, to poison, all these types of things. Things that, you know, on a biological level, something that sentient beings do, that beings that are, you know, conscious, moving around, have intelligence do. But just on an energetic level, they're extremely conscious. They are being energies that you can communicate with, that you can speak with. They are a unified network. I'm talking to them right now as I'm doing this. And the energies that are in this land here are keep saying we're a unified network, unity, consciousness. They're connected to each other. They have individuality, but they're also a unified network because they're all physically in this physical connection. And they are a tool. They can be a tool for many things. They can be a tool for healing. They can be a tool for, in the sense of psychedelics, they can be a tool for conscious awakening. They are not a tool to be relied upon. They are something to give you the awareness that there's something more there. But that tool is outside of you. That tool is there to help you experience the unity that they experience, the energy that they experience by opening your third eye, by opening your channel, opening your capabilities, so that basically taking the walls down, taking the veils down, so that you can see clearly and experience in a moment, in an hour, in a day, what somebody like myself experiences all the time. I personally have never taken mushrooms, psychedelics of any kind. I had the chance to do that a while back and was interested in it because I studied it. I read books on it. I've listened to podcasts on it, those different types of things. And it fascinates me because the things that they say, that's the reality I experience. If you want to understand the reality I experience, study psychedelics, study mushrooms. That's what I experience every day. That's what most of us who are connected consciously experience every day, because the mushroom is a tool. It's a tool to raise you to a frequency and to bring you into a frequency of existence that allows you to experience more, allows you to experience what the mushrooms experience. And then once you embody that frequency, once you embody the learnings, the teachings of that tool, because that tool is a teacher, you don't need that teacher anymore. You don't need that tool anymore. Can you consciously connect with them? Yes. Just meditate. Just sit down, focus on their energy. Meditation can mean many things. Remember that. It doesn't mean that you're necessarily sitting down on the ground, closed eye, laying down type of thing. Meditation could just simply be focusing your energy. That's all meditation is, focus. Focus, whatever you're doing. There are standard types of meditations, and those who aren't completely open in their energy, completely open and advanced in the skill sets that they have, we do say, sit down, meditate, close your eyes, focus on your energy to wherever it needs to go. If you are growing mushrooms, something that I've wanted to do, but I just haven't had the chance to do yet, if you're growing mushrooms, talk to the mushrooms, talk to the fungi, the mycelium, speak to it, put your hands on the container that it's in, that type of thing. You may not want to actually touch it in case that creates a what's the word, contamination of what you're growing. But you can talk to it. You can just simply look at it and imagine energy moving between the two of you. Feel the energy moving between the two of you. What does it have to say? What does it have to speak on? And this is something that's scientifically being shown now. The science has been there for a long time. People are talking finally about the science of plants speaking. That science has been there for a long time. It's just been suppressed. It's been one of those things that people were laughed at, type of thing. I remember seeing that stuff when I was in college 20 years ago. But now it's becoming widespread. Now it's becoming like, oh, wow, this is actually a thing. And people are creating more science around it. Trees talk. Mushrooms have the ability to communicate with the trees. Mushrooms can barter nutrients. They can starve one tree of nutrients and barter with another one because they're getting a better deal with the trade that's going on with that tree. These are different forms of physical examples of how they communicate, but they're extremely conscious, capable of communicating with you, capable of experiencing the world. They think about it. They are the world. If you're outside in the dirt, they're everywhere. Trees have to have fungi and different types of mushrooms. I use that word as most people describe them that way. They have those different types of things. They need that to grow because that's how they get nutrients from the soil and that sort of thing. They're everywhere. So they experience everything. They experience you walking on them. They hear you talking, might feel you talking more than hear you. Their sensory organs are different. Just because something doesn't have the sensory organ of sound, sight, does not mean it can't see or hear. Blind people, there have been many examples of those who are completely blind or go completely blind and can still navigate the world. They navigate it because they can feel it. They can feel the energy of where things are, what they're going to be presented with in the moment. That's how a lot of these things are. They feel, they have consciousness, their conscious energy, they're feeling everything. So yes, they are sentient, they are conscious, they are also a tool, a misunderstood tool. They're also something that's overly relied on. A lot of people think, oh, to experience this thing, you have to take this tool and use it to experience these things that are then deemed hallucinations or fictions of some kind. And it's just seen as an entertainment. They're not there for entertainment. They're not there to support your ego, to fulfill dopamine in the moment, to have an exciting experience. They're there to heal you, to awaken you, to help you, to teach you. And then once you expand beyond that, to allow yourself to embody everything that they have done for you, the frequency of everything they have done for you. Everything is in yourself, nothing is outside. You use a tool to teach you to embody the frequency of existence, and then you let that tool go and go to the side because you now embody it. You don't need the tool anymore. So hopefully that helps. Thank you all. Grateful for each and every one of you. If you're interested in spirit art, please check out my website, awakenwithwillow.com. Love you all.